Let's start. Let's go ahead, everybody.
Yes, so
194. Dividend to shareholder under section 222, on which DTDO is not paid under section 115O. See what used to happen earlier. Dividend distribution tax was there. Yeah, that means on that dividend, who was paying taxes?
company,
Company was paying taxes. That's why it was exempt in the hands of shareholder.
shareholders.
But there were certain other dividends on which DDD was not applicable or 115O was not applicable. On those kind of dividends, TDS was there under section 194. Yes. Now, we are completely gone away with this now in the current year. About the question about DDT, etc. Right? That means now entire dividend is taxable in the hands of shareholder. Right, all of you? Right? So, what is the rate of TDS? 10%. And again, your COVID special rate is how much? Minus 24%. Not 24% is the discount. So,
7.5.
what are the dates from? I had given in the year also, no? Earlier
14 May, no?
14 May
14.
2020.
14th May to?
31st March 2021.
Okay, right. 2021, correct.
हाँ.
अरे किधर गया ये? हाँ, here it is. Yeah. Right, everybody?
Yes.
So 7.5% will be given to you. Now pay attention. Even let me show you ICS study material also. 9.13.
13. Yes.
So many things you have to see now. Yeah. किधर गया? Check. Time of tax deduction at source from as per ICS study material. The reduction of tax has to be made before making any payment of by any mode in respect of any dividend or before making any distribution of payment to a resident shareholder of any amount given under what? Dividends. What are the dividend sections? 222A to 222E, including 222E now. Okay? That is deemed dividend. Right, everybody? All of you. So, as dividend definition is given where? 222. Okay? So, dividend as per what? 222A to what? 222?
E.
Right? Now, other things. Non-applicability of TDS under section 194. That is exemptions, let us say, where it will not be applicable. Pay attention now. No tax is to be deducted in case of a shareholder being an individual where the dividend is paid by any mode other than cash. Okay. That means if you pay cash dividend, TDS applicable. Everybody. Now cash means literally cash. Okay. Can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So on cash dividend, TDS will happen. Okay. Other than cash dividend, TDS will not happen. Provided. Pay attention. Very important now. The amount of such dividend or aggregate of dividend distributed or paid or likely to be distributed or paid during the financial year by the company to such shareholder does not exceed rupees 5,000. Okay. So on which cases dividend is not, TDS will not happen. Dividend is paid by any approved mode other than
Cash.
other than cash to an individual, and the total dividend paid does not exceed now
2005.
now it is 5,000. Okay, all of you 5,000. Understood or no?
Yes.
Practically speaking, how much you get dividend for a retail investor? 10 rupees, 20 rupees, depending on actually on your portfolio. And from a company, I'm saying from a company.
Depends on number of shares as well, no, sir?
Investment means that only number of shares. It is given per share, no? Per share. So what is your investment in the company? If you have invested in the company in lakhs and crores, something like that, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, then your dividend may be more than 5,000. For a very small retail investors, 5,000 dividend from a company, one single company. Are you understanding or no? This is not total cumulative dividend income of the assessee. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? It is always TDS is 1:1 ratio or 1:1 relation. One deductor, one deductive. We're discussing always this one single transaction. Yes. So one company is paying dividend to a shareholder. Yes, everybody. If that is more than 5,000, only then TDS will be in picture. Yes, everybody. Did you understand or no?
Yes, sir.
That means the individual, pay attention. Individual may have total dividend income. Pay attention. Total, huh? Total dividend income of rupees 20,000. Okay. But from, let us say 10 companies. Okay. Are you understand till here? Are you understand till here or no? Tell me.
Yes.
Now in that case, TDS will be applicable or not? We cannot directly say yes. Because the dividend amount is more than 5,000. No. What are we saying? His total income of dividend. Are you understanding? That means from various companies. Let me give an example. Let us say I have ICICI shares. I have ITC shares. I have Asian Paint shares. Are you understanding? If ICICI gives me a dividend of rupees 6,000, TDS will happen?
Yes.
Yes.
TDS will happen. If ITC gives me 4,000 rupees dividend, TDS will happen?
No.
TDS will not happen. If
If it is
Asian
other
Paint
than
gives me
cash.
3,000 dividend income, TDS will happen?
No.
TDS will not happen. And if I change the example, pay attention. If I say ICICI gave me 2,000 only as dividend, TDS will happen?
No.
TDS will not happen. Even if your cumulative dividend income is how much? 9,000 in this case. Are you understanding or no?
Yes.
Yes.
This you will show where? Tell me.
No.
Very good. iOS. And there is no TDS. Understand that. There is no TDS.
Yes.
Understood or no? Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to tell you, it is always TDS is always 1:1 relationship between the deductor and the deductee. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
Done? Sure. So there were changes over here. Are you clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Jhagas. All right.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go ahead. And there was an exemption. Now there is a see, that is the reason I tell you read each and every word from the ICA study material. Okay. Exemption. That means dividend paid to certain parties on that TDS will not be applicable even if the amount is more than 5,000. Check. Dividend paid to LIC of India or General Insurance Corporation of India or other insurance companies. Okay. On them also TDS will not be applicable. Okay. Everybody. Who are the investors? LIC, GIC, or any other insurance companies are the investors. They are the shareholders. They are earning dividend income. Still, TDS will not be applicable. Yes, everybody. So exemptions are given to your certain who? Insurance companies. Right, everybody?
Sir, why this exemption to only insurance companies?
Earlier, I think it is for LIC, GIC, and then they have added other insurance companies also. Because how will now otherwise? There are two points to it. But you tell me, insurance company always obviously earns through premium. Hai na?
Yes.
But that is their income. But premium can they invest somewhere?
Yes.
And LIC and GIC also government of India. They are in fact always used to make investments in other government companies. You will see many government companies where, for example, ONGC, where investment is done by government through or via, we can say who, all these companies, LIC, GIC, which the government is controlling. So it is ultimately being paid to the government. Okay, ultimately, indirectly being paid to the government. That is point number one. Secondly, now what happens? Their investments are also huge. Okay, insurance companies. Now pay attention. Every time you will deduct 10% of TDS. That is also what we are going to learn in section 197. See, when TDS is too much, it will result in which case, pata hai?
Refund.
So it will result in refund case. Now what happens in refund case? Your money is blocked. Your working capital is blocked. Okay. So there are certain government companies or government related, you can say companies to whom exemption is given so that the money or fund is not blocked. Okay. Especially LIC, GIC and subsidiaries of what? GIC or any other insurer. Right. Because they are doing lots of investments over there. Don't tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where were we? 194A. Yeah, ready?
Sir, if the
Okay.
2000 is received in cash, then TDS will be applicable, right?
Sorry.
Uh, in case
No.
of
No. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. There are dual conditions. Correct.
okay.
Not paid in cash and amount more than 5,000, then only TDS will happen. Okay. So if any of the conditions are breached,
Yes.
TDS will happen. There is no threshold limit for that then. Because cash dividend, always the point of TDS is always to catch the recipient of income. That is always the intention. Okay.
Yes.
So if dividend is paid in cash, then that needs to be tracked. So TDS will happen over there.
So that aggregate of dividend is of individual company or together?
Individual, no, that's what I was saying. Individual.
Okay.
Now ICICI Bank or Asian Paints do not know where all you are the shareholder. Where all means what? You are holding shares where everywhere. That the company doesn't know now. It is going to
Yes.
check how much dividend the company is paying you. Simple. How much they are paying you. Yeah. If that
Okay.
amount is more than 5,000, TDS will be done. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. $194A we have not done, no?
Yes.
No.
So let's do. Ready?
Yes.
Interest other than interest on securities. That means interest other than bonds, debenture interest.
Yes.
We can say here what? Any kind of investment interest means FD, let us say. Yeah. Everybody pay attention. So again, it can be resident for 194A, resident only. Otherwise, section 195 will come into picture. TDS rate what? 10%. And again that what date? Special date. है ना? COVID date. For that, it will be how much? Again, 7.5% or 25% discount. Yeah, right, everybody? No? Check. There is some amendment there. Let me cover, but okay. Let me go through notes only then. Chalo, okay, no problem. 194A. Ready, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So what is the amount? Only to interest other than interest on securities, creditor paid by assessee, paid by the assessees other than individual or HUF. Who are we discussing here? Payer or payee?
Payer.
Yeah. Paid by assessee other than individuals or HUF. Okay. Now pay attention. However, now understand this. Okay. However, an individual or HUF whose total sales, gross receipts or turnover from business or profession carried on by him exceed 1 crore in case of business and 50 lakhs in case of profession during the immediately preceding financial year is also liable to deduct tax under this section. This point I had mentioned where, or we had discussed this where?
In section 44A AD
No.
and for profession it was ADA.
That is there, but that is for presumptive taxation. This is
Yeah,
44 AB first of all.
Oh, tax audit, no, sir?
tax
This
audit.
is tax audit we are discussing, correct? We read this line and it says that in the immediately preceding financial year, if tax audit was applicable to you, this limits means what? Tax audit was applicable to you in the last year. Now you are required to deduct taxes. This point we had discussed this in PGBB chapter in 40A1A and all of that. We had done a question that I think if I'm correct, still correct, it was U1 Raja something. That question, I don't remember. In PGBP, he's an individual and he's making, let us say, 194A payment and he's also making salary payment. Are you understanding? Two types of payment is doing. 194A and salary. Yes. Last year, that means preceding financial year, tax audit was not applicable to him. So will he deduct taxes under 194 in the current year?
No.
Did you understand what is happening? Nahi samjha.
But that will depend upon the turnover.
Today is 23, na? I thought, acha. Pay attention. What are we discussing? PY 2021. Okay, everybody. And PY, let us say 1920, not let us say 1920. Okay, all of you, fine till here. I am seeing especially for individual and HUF. They will be considered as deductor. That means they are liable as deductor in PY 2021 only if
Tax audit was happening last year.
and that is only and only for bachcho. Pay attention, individual or HUF. That means what I had told you, I had discussed this. That's why I'm repeating it. If it is a company, is it a deductor in the current year? Even if 44AB was not applicable in the preceding year, tell me.
Yes.
No.
No,
Pushkar,
no, sir.
you need to open then PGBP textbook and notebook. We had written this. We had written this. Okay. There are certain assessees, for example, individual and HUF only. They will be liable as deductor for obviously TDS sections only
Even
if,
if tax.
only if 44AB was applicable in the preceding year. I'm discussing for whom? Individual and HUF.
Individual and
That
HUF.
means pay attention. Company, firm, LLP, etc.
LLP.
They are
AOP, BOI.
always deductors. Means
Yes,
what?
sir.
If that amount is more than that threshold limit, they will deduct. We will not see whether 44AB was applicable or not in the preceding financial year.
Yes, sir.
This we had written in PGBP.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I remember.
If I have, I will show you quickly the. Where is our notes? Not there.
It's there, no? Yes, yes.
No, textbook notes. ऐसे कैसे?
ऊपर गया.
And these are regular class notes. I am talking about.
है ना, sir? वो first में-
Annotation notes.
Hmm.
Annotated notes.
At the end of the chapter, it was somewhere. Anyways, ठीक है. We
I
have
had told this point.
I remember.
Here
Good.
PGBP.
Yeah, got it. And it was a very theoretical question. So much of khichadi over here. Yuvan Raja, yes. Can you see question 16?
Yes.
During 2021 current year, the following payments were made by Yuvan Raja, whose turnover in the preceding year, 31,320, that means 1920 was 99 lakhs. That means tax rate was not
Less
applicable.
than 1 crore.
Yuvan Raja means individual.
Yes.
So in the current year, he doesn't have to deduct tax, correct or wrong?
Correct.
He doesn't have to deduct taxes, correct? But we said in that there was an exception. What? 192 is an exception. What is
Yes.
192, bacho?
Salary.
Salary.
Based on salary. Even if you are a deductor or not deductor in the current year, because tax rate was not applicable in the last year, but if you're making payment of salaries, then TDS is always applicable on salary payments. Understood, all of you?
Yes.
Okay, everybody got it or no? This question we have done. So question 16 answer, check later on. All right. Understood. Now, what will be the impact? Now pay attention. If he does this first payment 194A and in the last year 44AB was not applicable. So in the current year, he is not a deductor, right?
Yes.
And then he has made this payment without TDS. Is it okay?
Allowed.
It is allowed. So there will be no disallowance. Are you
No
understanding or no?
disallowance.
Yes, sir.
That is the impact. I mean, the entire story. So to see whether it's deductor or not in the current year, if it's individual HUF, you have to check whether 44AB was not applicable in the earlier year. So if he is a deductor and TDS not done, then disallowance will come. If he is not a deductor and TDS not done, no problem, no disallowance. Understood? Remember something?
Yes. sir.
Anyways, chalo, come back.
Yes.
So we were seeing that. Understood? So 194 is that particular section. I think we had mentioned that. Yes, yes. Hijack. Hijack. And 194A has also come into there. It is there. What is this hijack? It is a short form, okay? Of 194 HIJAC.
You can add K also.
K भी आ गया क्या?
But this is for deductors, na, like 44 AD wala, AB
AB,
wala,
AB, yeah.
AB wala.
Yes.
We 194K is also there. Are so many there. They have gone till what? MNOP. Oh, na?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Chalo, ठीक है, everybody.
Hardly few more alphabets remaining.
They'll make it double now. ZZ. I don't know what all they ZAB and all of that.
They have already included IA, IB.
When there is related to those sections,
Yes.
then they put. Correct. Anyways, let's go ahead, everybody.
Yes, sir.
194 hijack. So 194H, 194I, 194J, 194A, and 194C right now. Okay. So right now we're discussing 194A,
A.
interest other than securities. Now, why this is a special, you can say, section? Because it depends only if the deductor is an individual or HF,
Yes.
and only if tax credit is applicable in the earlier year, then in the current year you are required to deduct taxes. Yes.
Yes.
So some deductors like what? Individual and HF shall be liable to deduct tax only if 44AB was applicable in the immediately preceding financial year. Did you understand the?
Yes, sir.
Check the note over here. Important, everybody. No TDS is required even if payments exceed the threshold limit. Threshold limit, you understand, no? Exemption limits. Okay. Threshold exemption limits if tax audit was
Applicable. Not applicable.
yeah.
Not applicable.
Not applicable. No TDS we're discussing. No. Not applicable in the preceding financial year. Did you understand? Supte?
Yes.
Pakka? Vakya, no?
Yes, sir.
Now, it will be a little bit incorrect to say now 44AB can be applicable. The threshold limit is now 5 crore also.
Yes,
That's
sir.
something.
If your cash payments and cash receipts are less than 5% of total receipts and total expenditure, then threshold limit is 5 lakhs.
5 crores.
5 crores.
I got it.
What are the wordings over here? So I cannot write down only 44AB now. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Because now 44AB has 2 cases.
Yes.
Okay.
Only 1 crore case is applicable.
Yeah. Okay. So pay attention. Are they using the word tax audit over here?
No.
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 So they are focusing on the word, bacho, what? The turnover. Are you understanding? See, we are reached almost at the end of the syllabus, so I'm expecting you are able to understand, okay? That turnover or gross receipts is more than 1 crore in business. Finish. Topic over. Clear?
Yes.
A, B, C, D. Tell me A, B, C will come into picture. So let me just quickly check.
Yes.
The same wordings are also there in.
C.
Very good.
But C is of 30,000 and 1 lakh only. It is there.
No. Exactly same to same. Threshold limit is different, Vidhi.
Yes, sir.
Before threshold limit, you have to check whether it is a deductor or not in the current year.
Yeah.
Okay. Same
Yes.
figure, bacho. Business turnover more than 1 crore and profession turnover more than 50 lakhs. Correct? Eh? See, profession turnover more than 50 lakhs, automatically tax audit is applicable. Okay. Let me give you one twist also over here. I'll give you one more twist. If your turnover is more than 1 crore, still tax audit may not be applicable, even if entire amount is paid by cash or received by cash.
Then that will be covered under presumptive.
Very smart. Very good. 44 AD.
ADS.
What is the limit for 44 AD?
6%,
2
8%.
crore.
2
crore. Limit is 2 crore.
2 crore.
Two crore.
Understood or no?
Yes.
So there can be this twist also. this twist also. Understood?
Sir, question repeat करो.
Question repeat karo. Okay. I'm saying that even if the turnover of business is more than 1 crore, let us say 1.2 crore, entire amount is paid by cash or received by cash. Still tax rate not applicable in which case? If the person is opting for
Presumptive.
Presumptive
presumptive
taxation.
taxation because he is safe till 2 crores, if you remember.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. But here as a payer, he will have to deduct taxes once his turnover is more than 1 crore for business and more than 50 lakhs for profession. Yes, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So overall, okay, so the points are repeating everywhere. Okay, 194 A, C everywhere. So I will not say what 44 AB.
Hijack.
No, hijack is there. Hijack
Yeah,
is
so-
still there. These are special sections, but I cannot say it is exactly 44 AB now. Are you
Hmm.
understanding? What will I say? That exceed how much?
1 crore in case of business and 50 lakhs in case of profession.
Did you understand the difference, bacho?
Yes.
So in all that hijack sections, this is applicable, right? 1 crore and 50 lakhs.
That is the
Yes.
common point between all these hijack sections. Pay attention. 2019, I'll show you first. Your earlier years.
What is that number 1 and number 2?
Madam G came in picture. Arey, your motor
No,
car,
that
don't you remember?
election, there was election, no, in 2019. So two budget speeches were there, no, sir?
That happens when?
2019 only, sir.
That was 2019?
Yes.
Acha. That was interim budget, I think.
Interim budget
That was
given by
interim
Arun
budget.
Jetli and then.
But
Arun-
Madam
not
Ji,
Arun
yeah,
Jetli, Piyush
correct.
Goyal.
Sorry, that is
Piyush
interim
Goyal
budget.
and
And
Nirmala
Madam Ji
Sitharaman.
again came, na?
Yes.
And then Madam Ji said motor car business is very down. So what she did? If old students remember.
Sir, from that September
Increase the rate to
se,
30 and 45%.
Yeah. So all the changes happened that time.
23rd September से कुछ start किया था उन्होंने.
Correct.
Yeah, so increase the rate to 30 and 45. Depreciation.
Pay attention. I am showing you 194A of 2019. That is PY 1920. PY. Okay. 194A. And they were saying that same thing. 44AB word they were using. Are you understanding?
Yes.
Yes.
Madhuri, understood?
Yes.
So only 44AB was applicable in the last year. And if you're individual HF, then current year, you are liable as a deductor. Okay. You are required to do deduction. But now if I go back to the current year, 2020, and search again, 194A. Have they used the word 44AB now?
No.
No.
Change to
I want this
answer.
level of research from you later on. Okay. Once you will do, na, matlab, that's why I'm making you now capable. This is now digital, but obviously you can always use ACT, na, the physical books. Okay. Everyone got it? But this is obviously easier to see and check immediately, provided you have internet connection. Okay. So what are they saying? Let me just go through this. Provided that an individual or HUF whose total sales or gross receipt or turnover from business or profession carried on by him exceed 1 crore in case of business, or 50 lakhs in the case of profession during the financial year immediately preceding the financial year in which this payment is done, shall be liable to deduct tax under this section. So instead of 44AB, now which word will you use? Understood how one small impact we can confirm and check also.
Yes,
And
sir.
how does it matter? Now 44AB gone from picture. What will you say? Turnover
1
limit.
crore, turnover 1 crore and 50 lakhs.
That is your amendment for old students. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Jhagas. So I'll go back to 194A now normally.
Yeah.
Hijack is common, but hijack is common. Okay? We will check where else it might come. All right. 194A. You देख है ना कैसा मैथिली 194A. चलो done. All right. Baki all time pass things are there. Okay, I'll go through this. Okay. Exemptions. Okay. Paid to banking company. Can you see or not? Banking company, cooperative bank, cooperative land mortgage bank, financial corporation, LIC, UTI, company or cooperative society carrying on business of insurance. These are exempted now. National Skill Development Fund. What is the type of payment?
Interest.
Interest.
Don't forget that. Interest on other than securities.
Securities.
And HUDCO. There is no limit for exemption at all. You make any kind of payment, no TDS. Okay, everybody? Okay. This is your entire list over here. Okay. On whom TDS is not applicable. 194A. Okay. The limit will be calculated in respect of income credited by the branch. In case of okay, this is done. Interest paid by a firm to a partner of the firm. 194A.
194A is applicable only to individual and HUF only, no sir?
Any payer.
Any pair.
What are you discussing? Deductor or deductee?
Deductor.
बोलो बच्चों. Tell me.
क्या
194A.
हाँ
I'll give you just an example. I had written this yesterday, I think. For example, FD interest. Who pays Pushkar FD interest?
Bank.
Your
Bank, no?
the bank is individual HUF.
No.
Company always required to like he is always a deductor, and for individual and HUF we'll check turnover limit.
Okay.
Got it now, Pushkar?
Yes, sir.
So I think your question is from payer's point of view. है ना?
Yes.
I am discussing here now exemption. Now pay attention. Exemption. Paid to banking company. What is paid to a banking company? Interest.
Loan.
Tell me. Pay attention.
Interest on.
Interest on anything. Let us say if you take loan. You take, pay attention, Pushkar. You are taking a car loan, home loan, etc. Okay. You are paying interest to the bank. Everyone pay attention. You are paying interest to the bank. Is that income or no of the bank?
Yes.
yes
It is income. And you are giving the income to them. You are the source.
Yes.
Do you deduct taxes while
No.
paying interest to the bank?
No.
Any interest paid to bank. Any interest paid to bank. This is not there. So this section overall is important from whose point of view? When the bank pays interest, 194A will come into picture. I'm talking of common normal example. FD interest. Okay, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Recurring deposit interest, etc. Or even for that matter, savings account interest also is paid by bank. Now over here, savings account is exempted. That is separate thing. But payer is bank is the, you can say, major example. Understood, Elia? Now, let us say, pay attention. You are doing a business of money borrowing and lending. Understood? Money borrowing and money lending business you are doing. As a proprietor, yes or no? Okay, everybody. Are Hayana. And a company. So let me write down only. Mr. A, lending business. Okay. And Mr. let us say Z is the loan borrower. Chalega? Is it okay, everybody? Who may be the deductor, sorry.
Mr. A.
Deductor. Now you'll see Mr. Z. Only two options available. Acha, what will Mr. A do with Mr. Z? Or what will he give or take?
Mr. Z will pay interest.
So Mr. A is in money lending business, you understand or no?
yes
Giving loan, taking deposit, etc. Okay. So Mr. A, let us say, gave loan to Mr. Z. Mr. Z is obviously going to repay the principal along with
Interest.
Acha, very good. Mr. A I'm talking about. Okay, Mr. Now Z you have to see is a deductor or not. What will you do for that?
1 crore.
Yes. In the earlier year, turnover was more than 1 crore 50 lakhs or not. Clear, everybody?
Yes.
In that case, 194A will come into picture. Yes, everybody agree?
Yes.
And also about threshold limit, that we will see in some time. What is the threshold limit? Yes? Now, let me replace Mr. A with bank. Bank is also into borrowing and lending business. Bank also gave loan. Yes or no? All of you? And interest is received. Whether Mr. Z will deduct?
No.
no
Because it is put under exemptions. Any interest paid to a banking company. Finish. Understood here? All of you?
Yes.
So sir,
Yes,
suppose
sir.
if you are paying interest to NBFC, then again no.
Bank means same thing, right? Banking company means same.
Okay, okay.
Now let me reverse the transaction. Pay attention now. Z did FD. Okay. Who will pay who what?
Bank will pay
Bank will
interest.
pay interest.
Bank will pay paid interest.
194A will come or no?
194A, yes.
Yes.
194A will be applicable now. Banking companies, when the payer is a company, let us say company, they are always a deductor. So if it is over and above limit, that threshold limit we will see, then TDS will be applicable. Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir, for that 194A also 7.5% interest is, TDS is applicable.
Yeah. Almost all sections.
Okay.
This one, okay? 194A. 7.5% is applicable. Okay, everybody? Now check. So if interest on other than securities, interest is paid to a banking company, cooperative bank, cooperative land mortgage bank, financial corporation, LIC, UTI company, etc., no TDS to be done. Okay, everybody?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Interest paid for zero coupon bond, no TDS to be done. ZCB, I think we have done in capital gain also. That there are special types of bonds. Now this big list you may not have to remember. Okay? I mean, I don't expect question on that. What is important, I will highlight that. Interest by a firm to a partner. This interest also TDS not applicable. Okay?
Yes.
Special purpose vehicle to business trust, leave that. I am not going into that. Now, interest paid for deposits with a primary agricultural credit society, primary credit society, cooperative land mortgage bank, etc. Interest paid for deposits with a. Now check. There is a deposit made with which kind of banks? Primary agricultural credit society, primary credit society, okay, cooperative land mortgage bank, cooperative land development bank. What is the difference if you understood between this paragraph and this paragraph? Are you able to read on the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
What is the difference between both these points?
Second paragraph is mainly for the primary sector.
For agricultural sector. No?
Yeah.
Answer lies in first 2-3 words.
Here interest is paid for deposits.
For
no?
deposits and therefore
And
any.
who is paying who? Interest paid for deposits with these banks.
Primary.
Deposit is made with this kind of societies, etc.
Yes.
Deposits are made with cooperative societies or whatever this agriculture society, let us say, okay, or cooperative land development, etc. They have taken the deposits. On that, when they will pay interest, TDS
No.
not be
Not be
applicable.
applicable.
Okay, they are, you can say, small income groups or small people as such. In that case, TDS not applicable. Understood earlier?
Yes.
Interest paid for deposits with, na? So who will pay the interest? This primary agricultural credit society, primary credit society, cooperative land mortgage bank, cooperative land development bank. They will pay the interest. At that time, TDS will not be applicable. Here, interest paid to, yes or no?
Yes.
Or interest paid to these banks, interest paid to them. On that, TDS will not be applicable. Clear?
Yes.
All right. Now check.
Sir, here below they are saying that interest on savings bank account.
Exempt.
That is exempted.
That means TDS will happen on fixed deposit and recurring deposit. Basically, time deposit. Time. You know?
Okay.
This is kind of your demand deposit. Which one? Savings account. Whenever you demand, you get the money, no?
Yes.
That is a savings account. And these are your time deposits. You will get that money only after a certain time. I mean, in normal case. है ना?
Yes, sir. And sir, suppose suppose if there is any deposit with the company, listed company.
Just a minute. Huh? All right. So on time deposits, TDS will be there. On savings deposit, TDS is not there. Okay, so savings is also removed. Removed means it is TDS is does not happen over there. Now, so paid on time deposit by banking or cooperative banks or even post office, the threshold limit is rupees 40,000 per annum. Okay, all of you. Who, if the payer is a banking company or a cooperative bank or post office is paying you time deposit interest, then threshold limit is what? 40,000. Yes. Another important point, very, very important point. The limit is per bank, not per branch. I'll tell you something interesting over here. Branch actually, from this Shop Act point of view, okay? Everybody, from Shop Act point of view, branch is separate, you can say entity. So you have to create, you have to get a Shop Act license for every branch. You have to get registrations, everything for every branch. Okay. So even TDS, etc. used to happen branch wise. Okay. Now what people used to do, that if lots of TDS is happening from a branch, then they used to do what? They used to diversify their FDs into multiple branches. Into multiple branches. For example, if a person was earning 60,000 as interest, okay, from a branch and TDS was applicable. So he did what? He split that 60,000 interest into 2 branches. Are you understanding?
Yes.
That used to happen. That means one branch he earned 30,000, so no TDS. Another branch also, branch I'm talking about with the same bank. Another branch also paying 30,000, no TDS. So no problem at all. That is how also people are kind of hiding their money. See, as far as TDS is not happening or it is not reported to the government, your amount is not blocked with income tax department. There is no, people don't take the reporting so seriously. So now they have removed that point that we will not see branch wise limit. We will see bank wise limit. So even if this is branch A, this is branch B of the same bank. Okay. Of the same bank. Now cumulative will check how much 60,000 is being paid by the bank. Understood or no?
Yes.
So TDS will happen or not happen in this case?
Happen.
Will happen because cumulative is now more than 40.
40,000.
60.
Next point.
Can bifurcate in 2 different banks also.
Yeah, that is possible, my thing. Yes, very smart. Next. Harshad Mehta.
But which bank will take that claim?
Huh?
Why
That
they?
name means
Bifurcate it into different banks.
Your money or bifurcating?
you can do na yourself. Why will
Okay.
bank do that? Once your FD has matured, let us say, or you withdraw that FD and then you transfer that FD to some other account.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
So pay attention. There are total 3 limits in this 194A. Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
40,000 if time deposit interest is paid by banking, cooperative banks or post office. Point number 1. Now, other than that, if any other interest is paid, any other interest on this other than securities, if that amount, okay, is paid not by banking company or cooperative bank or post office. For example, in our case, who? Tell me, that money lending business proprietor, remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Hai na? So in any other case, if he's paying interest, etc., okay, then for that limit is how much? 5,000 rupees. Right, everybody? Yes, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir, suppose if any company has accepted deposits as per Companies Act, will that come under 194A or 193?
194A. 194A.
194A.
Deposit, na?
Yes.
That is just for
No, I
debentures.
mean general listed company. I mean eligible company.
Yes, I got it. No, I got it. Will come. Why will it come under 193? Acha, this one you're talking about.
Interest on securities.
But whether securities has the word of deposit?
No.
Oh,
Nahi, na?
Okay.
Deposit is not tradable, na, Pushkar.
Okay.
They are not tradable. Okay. If debentures 193, deposit you are saying come under 194A.
Okay.
Okay.
And there
Okay.
is no threshold limit for those TDS, no?
Now that is what I'm coming to. You tell me what will happen. There are 3 limits: 40,000, 5,000, 50,000. or let us say fourth limit is also no limit, what will happen? Others, all of you can answer.
What?
If
Sir, I mean,
deposit is
if the-
taken by a company, corporate company, is it a banking company? No.
No.
Is it a
No.
cooperative bank? No. Is it a post office? No. So for
So
them,
5,000.
Then 5,000.
it is threshold limit. Threshold limit is 5,000.
5,000.
Understood?
And for senior citizen, it is 50,000.
Then I'm coming to that. Yes. If payee is resident senior citizen, then threshold limit is 50,000. Exactly matches with
80
TTB.
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 TTB. TTB, बच्चों. TTB. है ना? Did you
Yeah.
understand? Use logic now. Logics. 80 TTA was there from very before. And 80 TTA, बच्चों, pay attention. Okay, is only for
Senior citizen.
No. Only for
80
residents.
TTB, no?
what am I writing? 80 TTA I have written over on the screen. Okay, only for savings. ठीक है? हाँ है ना? That is deduction. Tell me, बच्चों, whether TDS was applicable on savings? No.
No.
TDS on savings account interest was never applicable. You just showed under iOS income and take 80 TTA up to 10,000. Remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if at all, FD, pay attention. FD interest. If you're earning 45,000 interest, whether TDS was applicable? It was
Yes.
applicable, okay?
Yes.
Under 194.
Yes.
A.
Hi, Anna.
Yes.
Okay. Let me say two things. One is below 60 years. Another is senior citizen. Are you understanding the case?
Yes.
Acha, pay attention now. He will show under iOS
Hmm.
45,000. Even obviously he has to show iOS under iOS 45,000. Are you both of you understanding? Both of the cases you are understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
But if the person is less than 60 years, can he claim 80 TDB?
No.
No.
Okay. So whatever TDS has done, that credit he can claim. But senior citizen, can he claim 80 TDB?
Yes.
Yes.
He can claim up to 50,000.
50,000.
Now you use logic over here. Why that limit of senior citizen is 50,000 now?
Because 50,000 यहाँ पे deduction मिलेगा ना.
So there is no sense or point in doing TDS and also giving them deduction and then telling them to file income tax return to claim refund.
Hmm.
To claim refund. Are you understanding or no?
Yes.
So if a senior citizen earns interest up to rupees 50,000, no TDS, because he is automatically going to claim 80 TTB up to 50,000. Are you
Yes.
understanding?
Yes.
In this example, pay attention. 45,000
Yes.
he had earned. No. How much will claim 80 TTB?
45,000.
Now pay attention. Assume this is the only income of that person. This is the only income of this person, that senior citizen. Bichara. For the year, he is earning 45,000. Is there a tax liability?
No.
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 Below, I mean very, very below threshold limit of 3 lakhs
Three
or
lakhs.
5 lakhs. No tax liability. You all of you agree, tell you.
Yes.
Yes.
But if 194A limit was not given till 50,000 to the senior citizen, then what will happen? Bank will do TDS.
Yes.
Yes.
He will also claim 80 TDB, let us say. Income is nil only actually. But unfortunately,
TDS will be deducted.
and he'll have to
Yes.
claim it to refund and he'll have to file income tax return.
Yes.
Yes.
Big headache, unnecessary headache.
That too to a senior citizen.
Yeah. Those who maintain passbooks and they'll take printout and they'll give you all paperwork. You should see their work, huh? Matlab, by danger level.
Sir, so FD interest is a time deposit, so 40,000 limit will be applicable, right?
For
For
Senior
below
or-
60 years.
below 60 years, correct. 40.
So for
Your
them,
TDS will happen.
Yes.
only on 5,000.
Only on 5,000.
Nah. I told you this yesterday. In the last lecture. What do you mean by threshold limit, bachcho?
Maximum 40,000.
See, threshold limit means, pay attention, everybody pay attention.
Above
It's not an exemption
40,000.
It is not an exemption limit that over and above only will be taxable or TDS will be applicable. It is a threshold limit means once the limit is breached, once the limit is crossed, on entire gross payments,
Okay.
TDS will happen. Okay.
Hmm.
That means cumulative total for the year, if it is less than that limit, pay attention. Cumulative total for the year, if it is less than that limit, then no TDS at all.
Hmm.
But if it is, let us say, for example, 60,000 paid, entire 60,000 TDS will happen. Clear?
Yes.
All of you got it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, so will we check the limit after deduction or before deduction?
What do you think? Deduction? Which
Before.
deduction are you talking about?
After section,
ATTB?
yeah, ATTTA-B.
How will the bank know what is your matlab, ATTDA how much, ATTDB how much? They are not concerned. See, TDS chapter or TDS payments look only, the deductor will see what I am paying, finish. What I am being told by the law. I am told if the amount goes more than 40,000, done. I don't care, bother whether whatever he's doing with his own income tax return. There is a little bit of point of section 197, we'll come to that. You can give a declaration to the bank and tell, I don't have any taxable income. Pay attention. The deposit holder, okay, or the deductee can tell the deductor, I don't have at all any other taxable income, or my income is below threshold limit, basic exemption limit. If any person's total income for the year is below basic exemption limit, there is no tax liability.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you all understanding?
Yes.
If any person's total income is less than basic exemption limit, there is no tax liability. So when he's getting some income, and if the deductor does the TDS, what is the problem over there? His money gets blocked and he has to claim it through refund.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Pay attention. If the employer, okay, I'm giving an example. Employer pays employee rupees 2 lakh salary. Okay, and still does TDS. Is it logical?
No.
It is
No.
not logical. Why?
No.
Because his
No
tax
tax
liability is
Less
nil.
than 250.
Basic exemption.
His income is less than basic exemption limit, let us say, and then his tax liability is nil. Unnecessarily, he will have to file income tax return to claim that TDS as
Refund.
Refund.
Fine.
for that. Certain cases, you have some application which can be done given by deductee to the deductor. That is there, that we will see later on. That is section 197. But here, bank will not till we reach 197, that is different thing. But bank is not going to check what is your story. On their own, they will not check. Okay.
But only in this
So the
case, then the bank
example-
will follow only 5,000 threshold limit. No, if it is going above 5,000, then TDS will be deducted.
For that deposit you're talking about,
Yes.
deposit interest 5,000 above, TDS will be happen on entire amount. If it is interest, if it is FD interest more than 40,000 on entire amount above, well, on entire amount, TDS will happen. Okay. And even if it is senior citizen, if the amount is more than 50,000 on entire amount, TDS will happen. 10% or 7.5% for COVID cases, COVID time period. Yes, tell me.
Okay, so the example you gave for less than senior citizen, that is 45,000 earning interest. So TDS will be applicable at the rate of 10% on entire 45,000.
Perfect.
Okay.
And sir, in that example, that ATTTA will not be applicable, right?
Because why?
It is deposit.
On savings account, there is no TDS only. That is completely separate. Bank has
Yes.
nothing to do with ATTTA.
Yes.
Bank will just keep on paying you savings account interest in your bank. You have to go and calculate how much it is and claim accordingly in ATTTA.
Yes.
But FD is not, FD interest you earn, bank will deduct taxes if it is going more than limit.
Yes.
And then you will check gross income. How much is the gross interest income? Accordingly, you will claim ATTD B if you're a senior citizen. That means just common sense to use. Whether FD interest deduction you get, pay attention, FD interest deduction you get, chapter 6 deduction you get for less than 60 years,
No.
no concept at all.
No.
FD interest deduction of chapter 6 ATTDB is only for resident senior.
Senior citizen.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And sir, suppose if assessee is becoming senior citizen before the maturity.
Okay. but everything which we do is per financial year. Okay. Now, obviously, let us say FD you have done now 5 years. In the first 2 years, you have not crossed 60 years. Yes? High enough. Okay. What will happen in third year? And obviously, birthday is on 15th August or whatever date you want. What will happen?
Then
So
50,000 will
ideally,
be
ideally,
For
what
that-
should happen? Ideally, what should happen? The deductee should go and tell the bank, okay, as on 1st April itself, that this year I am becoming senior citizen. So my limit is now how much?
50,000.
50,000.
That is bank response. See, interest gets accrued every year, na? Now you tell me again, I'll ask you that same question. Accrued or paid? Whichever is,
Earlier.
earlier.
TDS will happen. Hai na?
Yes.
Any other doubt?
No.
I do lots of questions based on that. So many things will be covered over there.
Sir, but anyways, they have said in the act also, na, at any point of time, if the assessee is more than 60 years or 80 years, then the other threshold limit will be applicable.
50,000. Huh? So what are you saying?
Yeah, so no need to even inform the bank because it is understood that 50,000 only will be applicable for us. If at any point of time we are more than 60 or 80 years,
How will the bank know?
they'll be
अपन
having a
जाके
detail.
बताएंगे.
And banks are like very amazing banks. in
They
India.
cannot keep details of each and every. No?
They might be having date of birth, etc., but then their system should be strong, which I don't rely. I don't know. If they have
Yeah.
that system that yes, he is crossing so and so in this financial year now, if they have that system in place, their own system, then it is okay.
Okay.
I cannot or we cannot assume that they will know that I am senior citizen and then they will themselves, okay, make the limit to 50,000. That is quite an over, you can say, estimation of their capacities.
Okay.
Okay, Aage. What do you have? Hudko is done. Hudko is done. There are many things. If you'll see notes also, na, I want you to read, okay, in the notes, pay attention. These cases mean the green highlight part, okay?
The clarifications.
They are clarification circular, just go and read. I'm not going into detail with them. Just go and read. There are certain litigations, some clarification actually, okay? Check. Deduction of tax at source on interest income accrued to minor child, where both parents have deceased. Tough, no? Okay. Deduction made taxes on interest on deposit made on capital gain account scheme. CGAS. What is CGS? Do you remember or no?
Yes.
You're not talking of capital gain bonds.
Yeah, that.
That extra amount you park with the bank.
Yes, yes.
So that you will deposit that, so that you'll spend again on construction or purchase, etc. Okay. Please will you go through these cases? Because then too much of theory is applicable here. Okay. What I was discussing over here.
Yes.
I'll just go through quickly. TDS on interest income accrued to minor where both parents have deceased is required to be deducted and reported against PAN of the minor unless a declaration is filed under Rule 37BA that credit for the tax deducted has to be given to another person. That means a legal guardian or someone else is filing his return and that someone else will also club his income, show his income as well as claim TDS. That is possible. Do you remember in clubbing, Bacho? This point was also there in clubbing. If income is clubbed, even TDS will be clubbed. Common sense.
Yes.
Understood or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This point we have covered. If income is clubbed of the minor child in the hand of parent, even TDS done in the name of minor child. TDS done in the name of minor child will also be clubbed in the hand of parent.
Parent.
Understood?
Parents.
Remember or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Then TDS on interest
Yes,
accrued
sir.
CGAS. On death of assessee, what do they say? CGS, you remember, no? TDS on PAN of assessee till death of assessee. Till the death of assessee, TDS will be done in the name of the assessee. Okay? The one that who is the depositor. After his death, TDS on PAN of the legal heir will be done. Okay? So till he is alive, his name, once he is dead, the money is still with CGS on legal heir's name, TDS will be done. Yeah? Everybody, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So 5,000 regular. If it is by banking cooperative post, then it is 40,000. Arey haan bhai, 40,000. 50,000 for senior citizen. The limit will be calculated per bank with respect to paid by branch of banking company. In case of time double banking company, branch. This all is not there. Okay. Check. I think there is a point over here. We will see. Pay attention. Deposit with which kind of societies? Deposits with, bachcho. Pay attention. With primary agriculture credit society, primary credit society, cooperative land mortgage, etc. Okay. Or deposits other than time deposits made on or after 1995. Other than after 1995, chhod do. Other than after 1995 means they are old ones. Leave it. Okay. Then TDS is not applicable. However, cooperative society referred from E to F. E to F. Income paid or credited by a cooperative society to a member. Again, TDS will not be applicable. Just like partnership firm pays interest to the partner, TDS not applicable. So cooperative society paying interest to the member thereof of that cooperative society, interest, TDS not applicable. Then your primary agricultural credit society, primary credit society, cooperative land mortgage bank, cooperative land development bank, even when they are paying interest on the deposit made with them, TDS is not applicable. But exception check is liable when if total sales gross receipts of corporate society exceeds 50 crores during the financial year immediately preceding the financial year in which the interest is paid and amount is more than 40,000 or 50,000. So high-fi cooperative societies where we are discussing this one, this point, okay? Hi, Anna. As well as one more point which is not there here. Which one? Income paid or credited by cooperative society to the member thereof. Which kind of cooperative society will be required to deduct tax for these kind of payments? Only if last year
Total
turnover. They are not into profession, no. The cooperative society is into business. Turnover exceeded 50 crore and the interest amount exceeded 40,000 in case of less than 60 years recipient or more than 50,000 in case of senior citizen. So here again there is an amendment. Clear, everybody? Yeah, all of you.
Sir.
Done?
Yes.
So let us keep it till this today till this only. In the next lecture we'll start with the questions, okay, of 194A also. Again I'm saying please read whatever is done. 194A done. I want you to read till 194A done. At least bare minimum read till your, okay, everything. Done till here?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. See you later then, bachcho. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to change the timing of the class.